Hi, Jeff here today to talk to you about my manifesting ceremonies that I host several times a year. So this is just detail on how they function, how they operate, and let's dive into that. So I usually host them usually 4 times a year to look for the summer and winter solstices and the spring and autumn equinoxes. So just to get as close to the date as possible to enhance the energy potential of putting more energy into your manifestation process by having the energy of those important dates throughout the year. So, what this manifesting ceremony would look like is that you would come in with a manifesting statement, like an I am statement, something to the effect of I am grateful for, and then fill in the blank, like I'm grateful for abundance, or I'm grateful for a new relationship, or new home, or new car, or new work experience. And you could add lots of detail into that. But coming in with an understanding of what it is you want to manifest or bring, or using the law of attraction to attract to yourself. So putting yourself in a good energetic state is what the ceremony will do. And then we look to help you to guide you into where your energy is clear to help attract that thing that you want to manifest. Like I mentioned, more money, more relationship, car, etc., etc., etc. So what we do in the ceremony is we encourage you to come with that statement, and then also then an item. We might call it an energy item. And that item could be anything like, could be a ring, could be maybe a necklace that you might wear regularly, or a bracelet, or like a gemstone that you might carry, again, like a bracelet, or something like a tea mug. The idea is that you have something that you would, after having energetically charging this item in the ceremony, that it's an item you would engage with over the next couple of weeks. Or so something that you might carry on your person, in your pocket, or wear it, or drink from it on a regular basis, so that it can remind you about your manifesting intention, what that is, and then the energy that is in the item, right? Then it can be put right on a regular basis towards that which you're choosing to manifest. So you come in with a statement. I am grateful for what it is you're looking for, an item that you want to charge. And then from there, in the ceremony, then what we start out with is we seek to use some sage bundle, and we would light the sage and let that smoke go, and we would aim to cleanse or clear your energetic space personally, and then we could use that and sage the energy item. Unless it was like a wedding ring and it already had like a really positive energetic component to it, then maybe you don't want to clear that off. But if it's just a neutral item at the moment, you can just look to clear with some ceremony smoke or some sage smoke. There is the intention there. So then after that, then what we look to create is a paper sigil as a representation in a single word for your manifesting statement. So if your statement was, I am grateful to manifest an abundance of finances, or attracting ease in having financial abundance consistently, effortlessly, something to that effect where you have all the detail in it, we might boil that down to, as a single word, like to paraphrase it all into one word, you might just call that money. So what we do then is we take a blank piece of paper as a circle, and you can see that there then with an exterior border on that. What we do is we give you a Rose Cross Creator there, which just has like alphabetized letters there, not A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but the sounds of or the letters thereof. So as an example, I thought I would show you one that would, if we were going to do something around the idea of financing, would be money. So you take just a piece of tissue paper, and we would lay the tissue paper over top of the sigil creators I've got here. We've laid the tissue paper over. So if my word then is money, if I get that closer to the camera at the right angle, we could try to show you, like, if we found the dot there as M, those are a little hard to see, but anyway, it would come out like M-O-N-E from the paper, and that would translate onto the tissue paper, and you just use a pencil and you mark in the red dots. Maybe if I got the right background, you could see that where the dots are, and I've numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you would lay that tissue paper onto your, whoops, as I dropped that, I'll pick that up. As you would lay that onto the paper sigil, then you would just use a tack, and wherever I put the tack, you take the tack, and then you just mark in or punch in with the tack. We just punch through on the paper, and it'll leave behind 5 dots. So then we can mark dot 1 would be a circle to designate that's the beginning of that, and then we would just use a ruler and we can mark up to point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that end line. So this is now then asking for your logical brain, which might have all of that understanding of the statement. I am grateful for the financial and all the detail. But then on the creative side, we look at that and that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it, right? But this is great because now it's asking your creative mind to become really engaged with the concept of what it is you're looking to manifest. So this squiggly line now represents money, or we can also say that represents your statement. So you connect the dots, and then you look to help build. We'll take some time in the ceremony. Then you can go around the perimeter of, and you might add things in like, oh, I love money kind of idea, or maybe you'll have dollar signs that you want to put all the way around, or any other symbol. Here's a different one with lots of different symbols around. But you take time, and the intention is that as you create and add these symbols around the perimeter of this, you're putting more, infusing more energy, more intention into the manifestation of the end product. And then once that's completed, we make a linking of, or a connection of the two pieces, your item and the sigil, paper sigil. And then we have a burning ceremony where then you have a pair of tongs, and the piece of paper then is burned in a central candle, where the intention is that the energy that you've infused into this by putting careful intention in behind all of those symbols you've created, that it is then transferred over into your energy item, and then that energy item now would carry that intention and all that energy put into it, and then as you're wearing that, for example, then you're carrying that around with you. So after the releasing of the energy from your paper sigil into your item is done, then we do work you through, or guide you through, a guided meditation to help get mentally in tune with the manifesting aspect. So just giving you some subconscious thoughts and ways to consider dealing with and foreseeing and anticipating your manifestation being done and full and come to fruition or completion. So the ceremony is it's a fun little ceremony. There's a lot of creativity involved. There's the fire aspect and the sage aspect. It's really a beautiful ceremony. Some really amazing stories that I could share at another time with people who have come to ceremonies and manifested like new work environments or new jobs and new car or new home opportunities. Those are all things that are available. It's really what you're putting into this, how much energy you're putting in, and the manifestation at the end product can be rather amazing. And so anyway, if you're watching this, obviously you'll be interested in joining one of the manifesting ceremonies. So I look forward to hopefully seeing you in person for one of these ceremonies, and these are hosted then quite often in the yurt that I have here at my property as an in-person ceremony. Typically, there's about 10 spots available per ceremony. So if you happen to be watching this, hopefully you're gearing up to be one of those 10 to join in on the ceremony, and we'll be looking forward to hosting you at any time on one of these special dates for a manifesting ceremony. So hopefully we'll be in touch, and we'll be sharing such a great experience together. And outside of that, take care and be blessed, and we'll touch base and see one another soon. Thanks. Bye for now.